Dough Disaster Chronicles. So last weekend, my roommate Jenna announced she wanted to get in touch with her inner Paul Hollywood and bake homemade bread. Normally, I'd be thrilled, fresh carbs, what's not to love? The only catch was that Jenna had never baked anything more complicated than a frozen pizza, and our kitchen is roughly the size of a walk-in closet. Still, she emerged from her room with a massive bag of flour, a suspicious amount of yeast, and the kind of determination that usually precedes a call to the fire department. Things started off innocently enough, mixing, kneading, a little flour fight, and a dough blob the size of a medium house cat. She covered it to let it rise, and we left to watch an episode of The Great British Bake Off for inspiration. When we returned, the dough had doubled in size. Jenna was ecstatic, so, confident in her success, she left it to rise a little longer while she FaceTimed her mom. That's when things started getting weird. The dough wasn't just rising, it was multiplying. It was like the blob, but with gluten. Within an hour, the dough had oozed over the edge of the bowl, crept across the counter, and was inching toward the stove like it was planning a coup. I tried to scoop some back into the bowl, but it just stretched and stuck to my hands like some kind of yeasty tar pit. By the time Jenna returned, the dough had conquered the toaster, surrounded the fruit bowl, and was making a slow but steady advance toward the living room. We fought bravely, armed with spatulas, flour, and increasingly desperate Google searches. How to stop dough from rising? Can bread dough be reasoned with? In the end, we managed to subdue the dough with a combination of oven heat and sheer willpower, but not before the kitchen was coated in a fine dusting of flour and my cat had a new bread hat. As we surveyed the aftermath, Jenna turned to me, deadpan, and said, "Well, I guess we really were a gluten for punishment."